Well, hello, here I am, Film Reviewer Schulz here at Anime Midwest down in Chicago, Illinois. In the bathroom. Isn't that exciting, folks? Yes, it is. They have really cool looking sinks here. Just wanted you to know that.
The line is along the wall.
Waiting in line to get my ticket. Okay, I got my ID. I got my pamphlet on the conflict of interest. I'm ready to go. And oh my gosh, the nostalgia critic's already here. I wonder where all these people are going. Let's follow. Oh wait, oh my gosh, here I am. Because as Film Reviewer Schulz, I am documenting this entire event. Nothing shall be left out, and everyone shall be seen in the light of the true eyes of which they are. For I am Film Reviewer Schulz. As one man, I am therefore no man. And it is very hot down here. As, of course, Film Reviewer Schulz, I am no doubt an expert on everybody's anime costume. I know exactly who everyone in this entire convention is supposed to be. Well, that is clearly Mario, but that was an easy one. That person's obviously dressed as a chair. You can clearly tell that. And, oh dear. The line appears to have come to a standstill. And oh my gosh, it's Jim Jura. I shouldn't do that when these people are in line. It probably scares them. Oh my god, it's Rob Walker over there. That person's disguised as a box, obviously. I wonder where this is going to lead me. Let us see what danger involves in the I wonder what's going on in here.
He's like, I'll take you to the shower.
Well, this is a very crowded room. I don't know if I will be able to get around in here because it is quite crowded. See, that person's dressed as a stand. And that's Dracula over there, apparently. And that person's disguised as beard. That person is dressed as a bag. Oh, there's a Pikachu over there. Anime. It's a very anime sort of thing when anime is involved in anime. Because if I don't keep saying the word, people will realize I know hardly anything about anime whatsoever. It's reached another dead end. We're going to take a different route here. This person is dressed as the floor. Obviously a very large and flat individual. Let's see here. That person is probably dressed as Owen Citizen as president, no doubt. Let's see. That person probably Jeju Otaku from To Boldly Flee. Look at all this anime stuff, because anime is such an anime sort of thing. That's Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. That person is dressed as a styrofoam sort of hat, I think. Of course, it could be aluminum. And there's very many cards here because anime has a lot to do with cards. My gosh, this is going on for 3 minutes already, and I've barely said anything of actual worth. I do not see any sparkly sticks around here. I will not be very much help to these people. Alright, well maybe we can get further in this corner of the room. I wonder what is going on here. That is a green bunny. Okay. And then, I don't know. That appears to be another green bunny. That's the nostalgia critic from Suburban Nights, obviously. Let's see. Oh, there he is again. Let's see. What is? Couldn't even tell that person. That person's dressed in a very thin box over there. That's Toast with a face on it. Obviously, from the Toast with a face on it genre of anime. Excuse me. Again, or Coco's could be Paw. They have very similar hats. That's a blue bunny rabbit, apparently. I don't know. And that is Wolverine. And a fiery bird. Okay, well there's Star Wars action figure and various other... Wait a minute, there's tons of action figures over here. None of these have anything to do with anime. I mean, oh my gosh, it's Battlefield Earth. Isn't that amazing? What do we got here?
Text message or email.
Overpriced DVDs, no doubt. I will not fall for this trap. Oh, that is so awesome. Let's see. Well, obviously that's that sci-fi guy. If he was a cowboy.
Custom made t-shirt.
Yeah, this is a very warm and sweaty place. I think I shall be going to another part of the convention. That's a pirate over there. I don't even know that anime. That's Bilbo Baggins over there, clearly. I mean, who could tell? The Slender Man, if he was trying to be Michael Jackson, apparently. I don't know. I'm making this up as I go. You're not even listening. You can even hear me. That's a very tall person. Who's probably a very short person. That person, I don't know. There's another cowboy if he was from Australia, I guess. That's a janitor, obviously. I should probably go to a higher level so I can get... Well, I don't know. And now, behold what is at the end of this hallway. It must be very exciting because there's people standing on all sides of this hallway. And that's a pirate with a square iPad for some reason. That man has a computer on his head. I don't know why he'd do that. There's another fellow in the top hat. Now, what could possibly be at the end of this very exciting hall? It must be something very exciting because everyone is waiting in line to see what sort of extraordinary wonders await at the end of this hall. And, Well, it just ends there. I don't know why all these people wait in line to see the back of a hallway. I mean, seriously, wouldn't you? Well, that person decapitated Pikachu and is wearing his head as a hat. That seems kind of violent.
Yeah, did you tell the people down there? I know there's some.
These people are dressed as anime staff people. See, because they are now. And that's a purple bunny rabbit. And oh, there's another janitor person, I guess. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter again. And I guess that's... Oh, that person dressed as a clipboard, obviously. Let's see. Well, I must say that was a bit of a letdown. Let's see, that person's dressed as a sign. That person's dressed as another sign. Okay, well, let's see what lurks beyond the bottom of the anime convention. See, at the top of the anime convention. They're very cool stairs. I mean, I like this. It's appealing. I am sweating a lot right now. Now, let's see what's going on this level of the convention. Let's see. That's the Mad Hatter if he was goth. That guy is obviously the security around here. This is a very long line. It does not seem any amount of stopping. Some of these panel rooms you can sort of see in here. Well, let's see. To be honest, it's not too exciting around here. And oh my gosh, this line is going on. And it is going. And it keeps going. And further back the line goes. And where it will stop, this may be a new record holder for the longest line in the history of line. I think I need water.
So when is
Excuse me? Well,
I put 50 cents on that.
not much activity around here, as you can see. Not much. Oh, that looks cool. Well, I wonder what's going on. What is this? Two people are in an epic battle to the death, and who will live and who will die shall be determined on these very anime Midwest grounds today. And a shirtless Captain Jack Sparrow is refereeing this event. Why? Because he's Johnny Depp. He does things like that. This person is dressed as a very boring painting. I mean, seriously, dude, there's nothing going on here. Well, okay, we've seen the bottom, we've seen the middle, now let us ascend. Gosh, I can't do this dramatic narration on a sword. I'm gonna need to get to hit the bubbler before I do this again, but now let us ascend to the top of the anime convention. Pardon me, coming from the line, pardon me. And let's see what we hold. And there goes the nostalgia critic from Suburban Nights again. A lot of people dressing up as... Oh. We just possibly got robbed. I'm sure these anime conventions are notoriously dangerous places to be. Well, here we are. This is the top floor of the convention. And that's the Mad Hatter. Oh my gosh. There's some sort of alien being coming out of the ceiling. Oh my god, it's Linkara. What is he doing here? Isn't that just amazing? Linkara. We captured Linkara on camera. I mean, just like, oh my god, this is the greatest. No, that. These people are obviously cosplaying as hotel people. But I will not be giving them a tip today. Because, quite frankly, I'm short in cash. Okay. This person is just dressed as luggage. Clearly. My gosh. Things are... one might say nothing is happening on this floor. But need I remind you, we just saw Linkara. So clearly... Oh, there's another person dressed as a chair. I don't know why chairs were so popular at this convention, but... Well, there you are. That person's dressed as a TV set. No one's in disguise. Except for maybe Doug, because he'd get mobbed by his fans if he actually showed up here. Linkara apparently doesn't have enough fans. Isn't that sad, folks? Let's give Linkara some fans. We'll catch up with him and give him some inane questions next, because clearly the thing you do when someone is at his anime convention is you run around, bother them, and ask them inane questions. I mean, this may be my first con, but, you know, I've seen enough videos online. Oh my gosh, there's the nostalgia critic again. He just keeps showing up everywhere. This person cosplaying as a bunch of napkins. Original, I suppose. Clearly this is a historic event at this anime convention. The line, which was thought to be one of the longest lines in human history, is finally moving into the convention center. It is quite an astonishing event, people. Very amazing. Oh my gosh. This is an amazing event. Dun, 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 dun.
32.
There's tons of awesome people, and they're all in the same location at once. Okay. Camera that I am talking to, we need to somehow infiltrate this section of the building, because clearly there are people there. Let's see, we got Rachel Hinks, Malcolm's in there, Doug's in there, Jim's in there. Ah! No, I didn't trip over anything. It is nice and safe. But let's see, perhaps.
I don't know.
I will see what is going on in here. Behold! Alright. Oh my gosh. It's the nostalgia critic. Going up an elevator. Escalator. Oh my gosh, no, I blew that line. There he's going. It's about as exciting as it gets here, folks. That happens, man. saying to hug the walls. That happens a lot, actually. I don't know why. Sort of. Yep, here's Suburban Rooster. That's the police officer. That's 30. Right. He was up, and there was like, he was the first one I saw. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, back in here again, folks.
Well, thanks for leaving me, guys.
Pardon me, pardon me.
Not.
You know, I'm beginning to tire of this lower level. Quick, to the upper level. Push the button. Axe. Well, I have found Waldo, and possibly his evil twin. Some demonic creatures playing an instrument over there. Fascinating. But as I said, I desire to go to the upper level. Gentlemen. Yeah, well, we were up here already. Right. This is a stormtrooper on vacation, apparently. I wonder what could be. Quiet, Ryan Heights, the last angry geek, fought to be destroyed by the plot hole years ago. He has come back. Actually, that's basically what they said about the nostalgia trick he came back to. Clearly, the plot hole doesn't really destroy people very good. Wow. That is a good thing. And oh my god, it is Rob Walker. Santa Christ is in the house, people. My gosh, I wonder what's going on, because you never know what will happen on this. Oh my gosh, it's the Walker Brothers. Okay, you're not gonna believe this, people, but I got Mr. Senior Doug Walker's autograph. That is pretty amazing. Okay. It's a very long line here. Hopefully we can get in here. I got a couple more. I got Jim Gerais there, Sparkle, and Coon, and Rachel Teets over there. Rebecca Stone. Got to get the pictures, but oh well. And so the line finally begins moving. Let my people go!
Oh, wait. Yes!
I think we have some negativity in this line. My, it's quite dark in here. We're being directed. Oh no. It's very dark, but perhaps we'll be able to see Doug Walker himself. That's interesting. We are being directed into the theater. Oh my gosh. It is Doug Walker himself.
Oh, golden. Oh boy, we're in trouble.
And Rob. Any higher seats I can get to? I guess not. Okay. Okay, all the way over there, you see that speck? That is Rob Walker.
Dude, there's some more seats up closer, Mark. We're going to try to sit up there and get a better picture.
That's the compromise. It's actually the exact opposite of that. It's movies. Everyone agrees with you on that. It's movies that people disagree with you on, but here's the thing: a lot of people seem to think that movies are like a science or a math, that they have this formula going on that it must be good, or there's a book that says this is good, this is bad, and it doesn't work that way. It's all subjective.
Never saw it. I really can't say.
It's still my favorite of the
I've seen Batman forever.
And it is completely messed up. And probably by all objective standards is not a great Batman movie, but I love it to death. So, there you go. Spoilers.
Sorry.
You wanted to either be finally either conform to fantasy or conform to a war movie.
Right, and I've seen on message boards where people were saying like, oh, well, it's a different thing that you've never seen before, you know, and it's a different world, it's a different atmosphere. I'm thinking, well, what about never-ending story? It was the whole concept.
Doug will not be seen tonight, so
And this is the last known footage of this tango that was ever found.
Actually, surprisingly, I'm more fair to it than you would imagine. We as a society may have to come to the scary conclusion that Kubrick just may have ended up making a bad movie. Yeah, it was his idea.
Blasphemy!
The more you hear about it, the more I just sort of go, the writers were telling him left and right, you can't end your movie like this. This is pretty nonsensical. And he stuck to his guns, and Spielberg, to his credit, said, well, that's what Kubrick wanted. I'll do what, Kubrick wanted. So and there's a lot of people, I mean, you heard everyone here was like, oh, really? So it's, regardless, I think people like talking about the film. And there's a lot of movies you sometimes weren't actually watching. Yeah, so
The movie was based off of a video game that apparently was...
It's based on the video game? I played the video game. Save the Orphanage.
Yeah.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah. Are you serious?
I want to see this movie now.
Wait.
I love the video game.
level with the clam chowder and you had to keep...
Well, that's from an actual episode, but yeah. But yeah, I totally did. Now I really want to see this movie.
I didn't mind it. I mean, I knew, they're not going to do all the silent music like they do back in the day. I know it's a different time, different era. I mean, Doug pointed out.
To be fair, they had no music in the Three Stooges, but keep going.
They had a few.
That I have is that I don't think high schoolers talk about it. Not like how they talk about it. So, but again, that's sort of the give and take, so that's why I'm kind of on the fence on the movie. And, he's climbing through the ceiling and stuff, and when the person never comes in and checks on detention, but that's part of its own weird charm. That's sort of its own interesting world. So I can totally understand how people can relate to it, because it is very relatable in the sense that what they're talking about, I think, brings very, very true. And it's a great 80s time capsule. Malcolm, you choose the next one.
I like Lay's vinegar.
Yes. I thought that was like a movie, like, oh, I love that movie. So you thought the Wolfman upgrade was a very legitimate, like a good upgrade, and they sort of, with the effects and the cinematography they can do now, you thought it was a good performance. I saw the movie, and everyone seemed to be like, oh, that piece of shit. But I saw it, I'm like, that was okay. I can definitely see the problems. I did sort of
is the 60s TV series with Burt Ward, Adam West, Batman.
Oh, the Batman?
Batman!
I know. They're just like, oh, it's so corny. Why would you even watch it? It's just terrible. But it surprises me every episode. It's just crazy.
So you went to more of the TV series than the movie,
more than
we love that show, and lots of people love that show. Well, I think what people forget is that Angelina Jolie was pretty cool. She was pretty cool. But everything else, it was just kind of slow and didn't do too much. But I liked the idea. Yeah, the idea.
I just thought the idea.
I liked the idea too, and the visuals too were pretty cool. So I mean, I'd like to see someone try that again, honestly.
What Bane is not with Bane shall crumble Gotham so.
I would love this to be videotaped because one of my friends says I'm an idiot for not loving Dark Knight Rises. Like, how could you not like Dark Knight Rises? That movie was phenomenal. It was great. Like, dude, it was just
same with Man of Steel, it's fanboy rage.
So I would like to see this online. So I'm like, hey, look at this.
I hated it. Why would you introduce Kai? What does he have to do with it?
Nothing.
Well, you see, Bane's the plan of making Gotham fall was to make higher rise, Batman.
Let's bring back the Dark Shadows. Been there!
What?
Okay, so just to let you know that's where we're at. Let's say, why don't you pick the next one? Let's see. Entertaining props. Is that a swamp back there?
You need to know mine.
Is that a Super Mario Brothers 3 swamp? Great thing on the bowl?
Yeah.
Great thing on the bowl. Great thing on the bowl. What is that?
Alright, I'm gonna get some serious hate for this, but how dare you?
Oh!
Not yet. I actually really like Spider-Man 3.
I like it too. Hey.
Sega Genesis.
We tried to get him. I went through reading. Marie's kind of been by
No, it's good to.
Yeah, same here, man. So,
Slender Man is coming to town. Hello again, Mr. Walker.
Oh, hi there. How you doing?
Mother and I'm a stupid.
Yeah.
I didn't get a picture of yours. Do you both?
Oh, you want to get a picture of both of us together?
Oh, just him. You're in the movies.
Well. Look like the real thing?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you. There is a green cat on this man's head. Why is there a cat on this man's head?
It's advertising. It's one of our notes.
So it is. Okay, I got just about everyone's signature here, except for Linkara. I don't know. Well, here I am, Film Reviewer Schulz, yet again back in Wisconsin, so that was my very first con experience, and yeah, in addition to getting everyone's autograph, well, most people's autographs, I also got Doug to sign the printed off copy I made of the only conversation on Facebook I have had with him. And that was cool, so I attended my first con. I got to meet a lot of cool people in person, got to film a lot of cool stuff, and even, meet my main inspiration for going into internet reviewing, and it was okay. Oh well. Let's see when I can get to another con sometime.